Hi guys, you're watching my channel Blythe and my name is Oksana. Today's tutorial it's about how to open the head of your Blythe. Honestly, there are so many videos and I also have watched some of them, but with the experience I discovered there are more tips how to do it, let's say, in a safer way, and how to do it in a less challenging way. So let's begin. First of all, as you can see, I tied the hair with a rubber band, and I don't remove this plastic bag because it happened in the very beginning of my custom that once I was opening the head, even with this plastic, I'm not sure how to call it, tool, spatula or something like this, I pressed too much and even I scratched a little bit a shoulder. So now I prefer each doll to keep it with the plastic how it comes, just to prevent from some undesirable scratches. As we're talking about the opening the head, so we need a screwdriver. I bought a set like this, and well, this one belongs here. You can see it's written here 4 millimeters by 100 millimeters flat head. Well, this is how it's written in the box. I'm not an expert, but well, just to be safe, I bought this set because I saw there are 2 screwdrivers which have a cross like this. Yes. Well, I don't know, I don't have any preferences how to begin unscrewing, but usually I go with the first screw here on the top. And well, what else is that the best would be for you to keep these screws separately in mini bags. I was also like really skeptical about this because, well, I see the difference that this screw is pretty small and 2 other ones are much bigger, so I couldn't confuse them, and I'm assuming that left and right they're interchangeable, of the same size. But I really create some obstacle to myself. So I have a bag, any plastic bag. So here I do understand that it's the smallest. It comes here, and here left and right. I also decided, to just keep them apart and write which one is which one. So you see, I have just a piece of paper with letter R, right, and I put this screw here. And again, this is honestly the first time I'm doing it, frankly speaking, but I discovered that otherwise, there are like 50-50 chances with the screw from here, from these places, and one that holds T-bar. And it's really difficult to see which one, because the one that holds T-bar is slightly bigger, but this difference is hard to see with the naked eye. So that's why then I spend, I don't know, 5 maybe 10 minutes deciding which one is the biggest one, which we don't want to waste our time. And this is very easy. I'm sure, like, once we are buying items from AliExpress, they all come with packed in such bags. I always keep them, who knows. So here we have, and now is the part one where we need to press on the ears with a force. So yeah, I usually do it like this. I press with a force, and then I take this plastic tool, which immediately I put inside. And once it goes inside, then it's easy, let's say easier to open the head. Yes. So, buddy, again, if you customize many dolls at once, if they have different skin tone, you will not, be confused which body belongs to which head. But again, if you customize several and they're of the same skin tone, at least one pair, so it's better also to mark it somehow with any piece of paper or any writing. Sometimes I write here some name of the doll I give, so we know which body and which parts belong to which doll 100%. Well, this is very useful. I told you earlier in one video about the tools and materials we use for Blythe custom. It was coming in a set with such containers that I use for soft pastel. There were two knives like this. So one I'm using for pastel itself, and one is for opening the head. Because if you use it for pastel, it still colors it, and then it can by mistake color the parts of the head, which we don't want to happen. Well, I didn't find the other one, so that's why I was using the one for pastel, but I washed it before using it. Well, I have a crochet hook, as if you watched my channel, you know that I also crochet a lot. If you don't have a crochet hook, maybe you can use simply scissors, because we need to now remove this spring. Some of them are more tight than the others, and also be careful. Honestly, I pinched myself with this spring several times, and pinched to the degree that my fingers were bleeding, so I need to be very careful here. So I'll put it aside. Well, what happens next? We need to remove this rope. Honestly, I don't cut it. I want to preserve the full length of it, so that's why I'm just trying to untie the knot, because in some customs I do reuse the same rope, because if I have so many and you need two, so once I have at least two, right, so then I can use it for one doll. So we preserve it, and now we have this open, and this was what I was telling you. There is one screw which is holding T-bar. It's almost the same size as the ones from the back panel, but it's slightly bigger. But this difference is really hard to see, so that's why I don't want any confusion happen again, because it always does happen, and I'm losing a lot of time. You also need to be very careful with the screwdriver, otherwise, well, here it's the smallest and this is the biggest. Otherwise you can by mistake scratch some parts which can be visible parts. So then I just keep it all like this, and we just continue unscrewing the last screw here, the one which holds the top of the head or the scalp. You don't need to be in a hurry while doing this. Better not. And again, this one you cannot confuse with any other. And now we are going to remove the eyes from the face. I saw this technique was shown in one of the videos of one very famous Blythe maker, so I borrowed it. I don't claim the right. So with your thumbs you need to press at these places, okay, not too much, but with a force, and hold it for a few seconds, and then with your middle fingers you can press on the eyes, and it goes effortless. So you don't need to try and use some sharp objects to remove it all. Yeah, you see, I even forgot to remove the T-bar. And now it's time to remove the eyes. So first of all, I want to mention that my very first trial, it was not successful. I was using scissors, as I saw one of the tutorials, it was like this, and I put my scissors here in this part, and you see this part of the eye mechanism is so thin, so if you put here metal object and start pushing, there are some high chances that it can crack, and plus you may scratch this part of the eye, which is highly undesirable. So what do I do? Right, and also you don't need to remove this plastic part. In one of the tutorials, one maker, she was removing it with a lot of effort. I never succeeded, actually, luckily, because in fact you don't need to remove this part. So I usually try do it without any tools with the first attempts, because I don't want any scratches. So I just use my thumb and press here, and with this thumb I'm trying to pull the this stick that holds two eyes a little bit down, so to make it be open. Yes, just like that it goes. And now you don't need to try to rotate anything, you just pull them aside, and all done. Right, I also forgot to mention that before you start removing the eyes, I think it would be a nice idea to take a picture so you know how to put them back. Well, that's all for this video. It was just the tutorial, the first steps, how to deassemble the parts of your doll, how to do it with the let's say less effort, and without putting us in the risk of scratching any part of the doll, which will be noticeable. It can be really noticeable, especially in some visible parts of your doll. So I hope for the it was useful, and in the future trials, once you will be doing this, you will apply some of these tips, and you'll see how easy it can be done and very fast. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, put likes, and well, stay tuned as there are many more videos to come. Bye bye.